Okay, Trevor, I think anytime you want to step in there, we'll. Is your mic turned on?
Yep, there we go.
Oh, sounding good.
Hey, girl. Kind of like the fact she's meeting me here. I'm sure it's kind of halfway cheating that I'm opening the gate and she's right here, but that's okay. If she wants to meet me here, that's good. How's everybody doing today?
Okay, Alberta's Trevor Mertes. We have 45 minutes starting now.
So I'm just going to kind of pick up where we left off yesterday, walking up, looking at her eye. I want to get out of there before she decides to leave. This is going to help turn her. There she's looking. I'm going to walk away. Right, I want to get her eye on me as much as I can, and I want to make it her idea to follow me. And I want her looking. There she is. I'm going to go this way. There we go. Good. Good. So I want to choose to leave before she chooses to leave. There, if she wants to walk off, I'll run my hand down, let it get used. Let her get used to that. There. Walk back over. Once I see her look at me here now, there, I'm going to walk away. All right, this is going to work on drawing her into me. Good girl. Good girl. Good. A little different than what a few people do out on the TV screen, but you can see she's thinking, she's with me. No point in chasing her around. If I walk away, it works on the horse's natural curiosity, right? I don't see the point in getting a horse worked up and anxious, rather than just keep her calm, quiet, lock on to me, and just walk around and keep her now nice and mellow. Okay. Good girl. Right? Horses are naturally a curious animal. They want to be with you. They want to check you out. If you can play on that and work with that curiosity, it goes a long way. As I brush out her winter coat here, I realize my brush is still sitting at the booth, but my hands are rough enough. My hands will be my brush for today before I saddle her. So, I compete a lot in Extreme Cowboy. With Extreme Cowboy, there's a lot of different obstacles in a lot of different places at a lot of different times. If I could teach this horse to be curious and work with that curiosity, it's going to really help in the sport of extreme because it's going to draw her towards obstacles instead of pushing her away from obstacles, right? I'd rather her be curious about all the new obstacles I'm always throwing at horses than to be afraid of it and not have that, right? So not only am I increasing her curiosity by walking away when I go to catch her, I'm also increasing her try, right? She's trying to find me. She's trying to be okay with me. And that's my biggest goal, is just to increase the try in this horse. So here, the last few days, I've just taken a step back on the outside front foot. Here she's backing up. I'm just going to stay with her. Now I'll get a little bigger and a little, there. There she took a step out finally. Right, so I want that front foot to step out and away from me, and that's a sign of respect. So a real quick debrief on that, in case you weren't here yesterday and watching. What I'm looking for here, again, front right foot, I want it, there, nice. I want it to step out and away from me. That's a sign of respect, okay? If she crosses, the easiest way that I find to explain it, if somebody's running at me I don't know, my quickest way out is to turn and run. All right, I'm going to protect myself by planting that outside foot and spinning away. If somebody's running at me that I do know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, well, I know you. I know you're not going to hurt me, but you're kind of being an idiot over there, so I'm going to respect your space and step over here. So I'm just giving them that space, okay? Does that make sense? You're allowed to say yes or no. There we go. I don't mind you guys talking. If there's anything you have a question, feel free to holler out. I'll try to answer to the best of my knowledge. If not, I don't mind admitting I might not know something either. We learn till we die. So you might hear something here today, come back next week, next month, next year, hear something totally different. There, you can see she's getting softer every time I'm asking for that outside foot. I'm switching my intent to that outside foot, slowly bring the halter shank up. See there, she's already tilting her nose away. There's no pressure. There she moves. Beautiful. It's exactly what I'm looking for. She's moving off of a feel already. right? She's licking her lips most of the time while we're doing that. That's perfect. Let's try this front left foot here. A little bit more shy on this side. I'm going to get a little bigger. There's a step out a little bit. I still want that a little nicer because she's walking back, but I stopped because I want to reward that try. This time, I'm going to ask for that front left foot to step out again. There, it's back. I'm just going to stay with her. There it goes. Good. So now I'm just staying with her a little longer and asking a little more of her since she's kind of got that figured out. I don't want to teach her to back up, but I am okay with it when she's learning. Here, we'll try again. There, a little better. It's important to me to get 100% control of their feet before I go any farther. If I have 100% control of their feet on the ground, I'm going to lose 30% at a walk, 30% at a trot, another 30 at a low. So here I'm going to send her out. This is my leading hand. Look at her licking and chewing. She's nice and relaxed right now. That's perfect. Her tail's kind of off of her bum. That's another sign she's relaxing. You can see that she's softening right from her poll to her wither, right to her tail head. And she's giving me a nice C shape around my body, right? That's what I'm looking for. She's respecting my space. She's not on top of me. Her head's dropping. She's getting low, relaxed. That's exactly what I'm looking for. There, she's stopping on the front end. I want to keep her going. Good. I'm not going to overly pick on her. When she stopped, I just raise my hand up, increase the pressure till she goes, and my hand goes back down. She's responsible for staying out there. I don't want to be nagging on her. Where I call home, we used to ride 50 to 80K a day, 30 to 50K a day, pretty often. If I've got to be nagging on my horse for a 50K, 13-hour day, trust me, I'm not going to make it home. I'll be laying in a ditch dead, probably. I don't want to be a nagger. I want to set her up in a way where she's responsible to take us through the day, right? It makes my work a lot easier. I don't have to worry about the horse. We can just go out there, move cows, have a good day, enjoy it. There, good. So my feet stopped. I want the horse's feet to stop. Yeah, go ahead and clap. Let's get her through it. Good. That's a good change. The other day, she was a little more worried about that. Okay, so here, standing in front of her, if I want to go to the right, my hand's going to slide down. Look at that nose follow. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to pull on her. I just want to suggest that maybe she should have, good, that she should have gone there. Now, as she's going around, she's a little stiffer on this side. You can see that she's holding her vertebrae from her wither to her poll a little straighter. When horses get straight, things can go wrong. Right? I want to make sure that she's with me, and by doing that, I want to make sure she gets soft between that wither and that poll. There, it's softened. Good. Now she's kind of coming in on me on the front end, so I'm going to drive her shoulder, there, drive her shoulder away, right? I'm going to protect myself first, and then get back into what we were doing. There, if she wants to come in, I'm just going to ask for that shoulder to, there, good. Right? I want her to learn that respect. There, she stopped, increase it. We'll let her go a little bit. Going to disengage her hind end. Roll her hind end over. Keep that forward motion on the front end. Beautiful. Look at her soften right from the poll to her wither now. Right, you can see that shape of the body going into a nice C shape. That's what we're looking for with that forward motion. Good. Rub and pet her. So, how many people have been out riding colts or just your horse in general? And they say, my horse was really good yesterday. Then, or a week ago, then the day after it was real bad, and then the day after that it was good, and then the day after that it was bad, and you never really know what you're getting when you jump on your horse. If you were to check your horse's feet, keep moving, kid. Good girl. Get a little bit out of my space, too. If you were to check your horse's feet, guaranteed on those bad days you rode, she wouldn't have given you those feet when you asked for them when and where, right? For some reason along the way, we've got into this habit, and it's been mainstream for a while, that you got to lunge your horse 20, 30 minutes, and it's kind of fading now, which is good. People are catching on. But if you got to bring that horse in and run him for a half hour before you can go ride, it's going to be a heck of a calving season for you. Right?
That's for sure.
You knows what I'm talking about. It's bad enough. Usually when we're calving, we throw a horse in a box stall, and then we hop on every hour to go check, and they got to be ready to go do a job. If I got to stop every hour and lunge a horse for a half hour, good chance I'm losing calves,
Oh, yeah.
right? But by doing this, let's see if we can do it here. I'll just disengage her back, stop her. I can grab that horse out of a box stall. Yeah, lick and chew. We'll just give her a second to soak this in. I can grab that horse out of a stall or tie stall or the barn, wherever, and I can say, Kate, out of the gate you go, and I can lead her. There she goes. She leads forward. Nice. Now, as she walks through the gate, I can disengage. Nice. She's rolling over that back end. Good. So we just checked leading and the back end foot as she came through the gate on the way to the barn. Now, if we wanted to add a little more, as I send her out, I can bring my leading hand over, and I'm just going to ask for that outside. Oh, she stopped. See, she didn't give me that front outside foot this time. So here she leads out for pretending she's in a box stall. I can just ask, there, front left foot stepped over 1/2 inch. Good, she's licking and chewing. Now I've asked for the hind foot, the front foot, as well as to follow a field to lead, all by the time she's out of that box stall, and I know we can go check those heifers in the middle of the dark, right? So the days that those horses were being goofy on you, they wouldn't have given you those feet if you asked for them. If you spend 10 or 15 minutes just checking the horse's feet before you go ride every day, guaranteed those bad days turn into good days, and you're going to enjoy that horse a heck of a lot more. Or not, depending on the type of rider you want to be and what you want to do. There, good kid. Good. Front end, back end, we've rolled over back, our both back feet. I've got movement on her front feet, a little bit stiffer on the front left, but we're going to keep working on that as we go. But right now, I've got about 80%, maybe even 90% control of her feet. The odd time 100%, and then back to 50, but we're going to work at that 100. There, so here, I'm not pulling on her. There she goes, good. There's a flex. So here, I'm just as soft as a butterfly wing. I'm just holding this halter here to help her flex. Right now, for the crowd behind me, okay, we'll find that again and then we'll teach. A little bit bent because the nose, there you go, kid, good, find your way out. So for you guys here, you can see that her nose was straight up and down under her pole. That's a flex. A bend, what a bend is when the nose actually tips out on an angle like that. So we'll show you the difference. There's a bend. There's a flex. Okay, it's the slightest difference, but it's all the difference in the world in how your horse will handle. Okay, a flex means that they're actually softening right from the pole down to the wither and all the way to their tail. And while we're back here, we're just going to see about this hind foot. Good enough for now. Don't need to spend any time back there, just need to pick it up and get out of there. Good kid. Okay, so I'm looking for those little details, that little bit of a flex over a bend, because that's going to tell me exactly the change in the horse that I'm looking for, right? If she stands stiff, then I don't want to get on or move on. I want her to soften right up, right? This horse so far hasn't left this arena in a sweat, right? She's been relaxed, she's been licking, she's been pretty good. You want to nibble on the flag? She's been pretty good about things. If I can make a full weekend without this little filly sweating, I'd be pretty happy. I doubt we do it because once we start loping, she's going to sweat. But that is my goal. If I can keep her calm and cool, then whoever buys this horse at the end of the weekend has a fair chance at it, right? I'm going to try using the flag, move her front left foot over. There, nice. Good. I use the flag to put pressure on. I'm going to use the flag to decrease pressure, right? If I stand here and keep on smacking or putting pressure on her, she's going to start to get head shy. That's not what I want. No matter what you're doing, when you put pressure on, you've got to take pressure off. Let's see if you can. Good. Oh, that way. That way. That way. Good. Little pressure to keep her going forward. Good. Disengage the back end, roll that hind end over. Good. Don't get too distracted by that saddle.
You find, Trevor, sometimes there can be two kinds of a sweat, like a sweat from exertion or a sweat just from stress.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that. So there is a good chance she'll sweat from exertion, hopefully and not stress.
Right.
This whole weekend is a pretty stressful deal for these horses, so if we can keep them calm and cool, it's a pretty good deal. These horses come from Rock and Heart Ranch, and you won't find any better breeding program. I have looked around North America for the most part, or everywhere I've lived. These are the best horses. I've started buying some of their mares that they are selling, and I've been using them to breed my own stallion too. And I've started my own band of horses off of Rocking Heart horses. So, in my opinion, they've been breeding him right for a number of years, looking for a good mind, looking for good conformation, looking for decent bloodlines. And these horses will go to work on the ranch, they'll go to work in a show pen, they'll go exactly wherever you need them to and wherever you want them to. There she's walking, that's fine. We're just gonna go for a little stroll. Good. Bump that around a little bit. I keep thinking somebody else is breathing into my mic, but I guess it's me. When you're working colts at home, you just don't think you breathe that hard. Like that. She's getting really good and desensitized to it anyway. There. Good. She can pack that around a little bit.
Yeah, if we stop hearing that sound, we know your heart's quit and you're like.
What's that?
If we stop hearing that sound, we know your heart has stopped. So.
Yeah. That's true. It's a pretty good gauge for that. I had to run over to Hickman Saddlery this morning, and the D-rings on this saddle sit a little bit low, so I wasn't able to actually get my breast collar on and have it sit in the right spot. So I figured I'd do a little saddle repair this morning and bought some brand new, really out of place little clean leather straps to put my breast collar on. Again, here, this filly is standing really nice. This is just a trick for ones that don't. You can just use the halter shank, loop that cinch. Right, I don't have to bend over, bend down underneath the colt. That's being goofy. No, that's getting better through the weekend. I'm getting better practiced again.
We got 28 minutes to go now, Trevor. 28 minutes left.
There, I'm tightening the saddle up just tight enough to stay on, not tight enough. There, if she's going to walk off, I'm going to bump on her there until she steps away. I don't want her walking off, so I'm going to change that thought, right? I don't need to get too big. I don't need to get too excited. I just need to change the horse's thought to get back to where we were. So I moved her over just about six inches there. Oh, that got a little tight. Good kid. One hole too many. Good, now back up a little bit. So I like to back them. Once I get the saddle on, back them up a step or two, let them feel that weight. Then I'm gonna play with the latigo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Just bump on it. You can see her expression, right? You can see her ears are back, her eyes a little bit gone. There, she's in my space. Step over there. There, she's licking and chewing. Good change. There. Nope, over here. Hi. See, there she's backing up. There, change that thought. She stops. No need to get big and drive her anywhere else. Just need to change that thought and move her foot. There we go. We're going to get away from the judges here. I know you mentioned that I sprayed you with some good dirt yesterday morning, so
yeah,
try not to do that today. There.
Spent a while cleaning that up. We offered to supply him with goggles.
My apologies, judges. As long as it's dirt and not other stuff that's in here.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to find underneath this arena footing here.
No, we found all kinds of things this weekend.
I think even some old bones. Skeletons left of other trainers in the challenge that didn't quite make it.
There we go. Let's see if we can reach under here, find that clip. Normally I wouldn't stand directly under a horse's head, but I know these horses are pretty good. There we go. We'll just get her used to that.
A nice mohair, that mohair breast collar?
It is. I actually just made that 2 weeks ago.
Really?
So I figured if I'm making them, I might as well put them on a horse and show it, I guess, hey? So it's my Running Bar X brand that's in there. But half the reason I picked a blue roan is because I had a nice blue breast collar for it. There we go. We're just going to lead her out, walk forward. She's a little stocked up. You can see half an inch of air under the back of the saddle. I want to drive her forward. There we go. Go find yourself. Be free, young lady. Be free. There you go. Good. A little more life, right? So I'm only using the halter shank to put a little more life into it. Once she gets where I need her to be, I quit picking on her. She's a responsible teenager. She can do it on her own. There you go. A little more. Let's go this way. So there, good. See how she stepped out on that front left foot? That's a very respectful step. And it also got her licking her lips. So she's calm, cool, under control, stepping away from me in a respectful manner. And as soon as we did that, she was able to break free with her jaw, lick her lips, drop her head. Right? Ears are a little more forward. That's what I'm looking for. I want that nice expression on her face. Good. I'm going to disengage her hind end. I want to keep forward motion in the front end. That is key. It's also key to not have my saddle pad that crooked. I should probably fix that. No pictures till I fix that, please. So I want to disengage this hind end. I want to keep that forward motion in the front end. 90% of the troubled horses, when I stop here, I want her to stop. Good girl. 90% of the troubled horses I deal with will not pass that particular maneuver. As soon as you ask that hind end to disengage and keep the front end moving forward, they end up piling up on the front end. They can't find forward motion. I'm not letting them come on me. And again, like I said in the other two sessions here, horses only go 6 directions. Forward, back, left, right, up, and down. Right? If they lose that forward motion, I'm not going to let them come on top of me. I don't want them going backwards. It's a 50-50 shot if they go up and down. And that's why a lot of those troubled horses are bucking on people. They get stuck going forward in a certain point like that. So working this through here, getting that hind end to roll over nice. Front end is going forward. I don't care right now how big those steps are. I just want the hip a bit more away from me. So I'm going to drive that. There we go. Drive that hip away. Keep the front end going. Good. Now, when I want her to stop, I just stop my feet and put my hand down. Good girl. She even came in to check on me. We're good. Okay. Tighten the cinch up 1 or 2 more times here. You'll notice I'm not actually using holes. My Latigo doesn't even have holes. I find a lot of people over cinch a horse if they have a hole because they always try to get it into the next one up and the next one up. If I use a Texas T-knot, then I can select exactly how tight I want my cinch on this particular horse. I typically ride, nope, you can go over there. I typically ride a loose cinch. Sometimes a little too loose of a cinch, but it keeps them pretty good, pretty calm. I don't have to worry about a whole lot. I don't have to worry that I'm over tightening a cinch, especially with a Hancock bred because they are known for bucking. And I don't really want that. Good, look at how well she handled that banging. Could ask somebody for help, but it's a better training opportunity on her. Right, I don't want to over tighten the cinch on a young horse. So here we do have to rope, so I should probably work on this a little bit. For teaching a young horse how to rope, I'm going to start him right here. Raise the rope up, raise the rope away, pressure release. Raise the rope up, raise the rope away, pressure release. As she gets better with this, in, out, in, out. Now maybe the other side, in, out, pressure release over her head. There she goes to move, that's fine. We're just going to block. Good. There she, oh nice, take a step in, that's okay. I don't typically like them coming in on me, but hey, with this little filly this weekend, every time she comes in, I'll welcome it. Over the head. Maybe a few loops here. Maybe we'll just walk away and make it not a big deal. Yes, my rope figure eighted on me. I'm not ranch roping right now. I don't need that. There we go. We'll just play with it. There. Good. Oh, got a little carried away. We're going to get our nose rope broke too. Anything that bumps into her is actually a good learning lesson here.
"20 minutes to go, Trevor. 20 minutes
Perfect.
left. Yeah, it's nice. I like to ride with a fairly loose cinch too, but then a few times I've realized after I've roped that 1,000-pound yearling that I forgot to tighten it up.
Yeah.
Saddle comes over your horse's ears.
Get her used to that rope coming up and over. Don't need to pick on her too much. If she's okay with it, she's okay with it. There's a lot going on in here. Good. Oh, gotcha. Do that one more time and then we'll move on here. Slow that down a little bit for her. Give her a good moment. Fortunately, as far as I know, that's a good thought process. Look at that change in her face. Good girl. Good enough. As far as I know, these horses haven't been an electric fence, so using a white rope doesn't harm them any. Sometimes you get horses afraid of white ropes, and it's because they've been stuck in an electric fence at some point or another. They don't want to see it, they don't want to touch it. Let's see here. Front right, perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Front right foot to step away. Nice forward motion. She's following that feel. She's licking her lips. Let's see if she can pick up to a trot. Good. Forward. Little pressure, little release. I don't want to put too much pressure on and make her buck. I'd rather 4 feet stay on the ground. But she's got to figure this out before I do get on her. Drive her up a little. Saddle's coming loose. Front right foot, there it is, forward motion. She's having a hard time there, so we're going to switch directions. Look at that. It's amazing what switching a direction will do. It's up to you to change the thought of the horse, change the question you're asking. I could have stayed there, got super big, super long. Why? Change directions, change that thought. Take control. Look at that, much better. Let's bring her down before she gets lost. Good. Now I've pressurized her, see that? I've pressurized her with the flag. See those little flinches now? I'm gonna desensitize her. Good. Come check my cinch again. Make sure that's sitting right. I don't want to be setting it where I would if I was saddle bronc riding, because I don't want to ride up on her neck. Unless I have to. Really hard to ride the neck of a horse. Let's try this side. Good walk. A little quicker. Quicker walk. Nice. Let's change that. There's a little trot. There's more of a trot. Good. Stay up there a little longer, kid. Good. Every time I give her pressure, flag goes behind my back. I want to get it as far away from her as I can. Give her the biggest release that I can. Good. There, that's looking softer. There, she's licking and chewing even. Good. 15, 20 minutes there, Hugh?
16 minutes, Trevor. Interesting how she reads your intent with that flag.
It is.
I mean, 1 second, your intent is to give her comfort with it, and she accepts that.
Yep.
And then you use it to supply impulsion. Your intention is different, and she sees that with the same flag.
It's very true. They've got to be able to be okay with it and move off it at the same time. Let's see if we can get a lope. There. Good enough. I don't want to push her too far, and I don't really want to turn her loose in here. You can see when she first came in, she was reaching with her head over at the judges. I really don't want her to be okay with that and jump onto the judges if I turn her loose. So normally I would give him a little more of a halter shank here. But I don't want, I know these horses are athletic and tall enough, they can jump this arena if they want to. Good. I don't want to pull her to a stop. I want to let her find that on her own. There she's coming down. She took a lick. Let's bring her back up. If I got to jog in here, I will. Good. Let's change that direction. Good. This way. Good. Look at her pick up to that trot there already. I want her to stay there. She's responsible for herself. There it is. Good. 1 or 2 steps at a lope. Let her come down. Should hold my breath more. Disengage, good. So you can see there, I just slid my hand 2 inches that time. She disengaged that hind left foot over the front, or the hind right, turned and faced up. I think she's gonna sweat this session, Hugh.
Yeah, and it's not from stress.
Hopefully not. Let's see if we can, we'll hold off on obstacles till today, or till this evening. What do you guys think so far? Any questions? If you have a question, feel free to ask. Yep. I could barely make that out. So if a horse isn't respecting my space, typically my feet are probably going backwards. So as you can see earlier, and that's not the only answer, it's a kind of a situational answer. It's when your horse is coming into you and in your space, quite often it's because you're taking a step back through that leading exercise we were just doing where you're disengaging the hind end with front end motion. Now, if you have forward motion in your feet and the horse is still coming on you, then we go back to what we were working on when I first came in, just moving that front end over and away, right? You might have to get a lot bigger than I did to get that, and that's okay. For whatever reason nowadays, people think they're gonna hurt a horse by asking him to step off their foot as it's breaking their toes. And that is not okay. Horses can get kicked by another horse and walk away just fine. Now, don't take that as me saying go beat your horse. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is give him an opportunity. Start as small and soft as you can, which is with that halter shank here, and then increase the pressure as you need to get the answer you're looking for, or change the question to get the answer you're looking for, right? She's already moving there off of my McCarty after only 3 sessions. Right? I never had to get real big on her, but I did make it clear that my space mattered. There she disengaged her hind end on the stirrup. There, she's holding the weight nicely of my hand. That's what I'm looking for. I want her to be able to stand when I jump in the saddle. Here again, let's change see she has to move a little bit. I'm trying to set her up to get on both sides. Good. Good. Now we'll take the stirrup. Bump her hind end over, looking for a rear end disengage. So there's an example of that. I started soft just by light pressure. Tapped a little more, tapped a little bit more, tapped a little bit more, and finally she gave. I want that a little nicer. A little bit more, a little more. There she goes. Okay. There. See the change in that? Right? You don't have to get real big, and you don't have to stay real soft, but as long as you start as soft as you can get as big as you need to, and they should survive.
Don't know if this is the best time to tell you, but there's 10 minutes left.
I was just going to ask you. I bet it's 10 minutes.
Yep. Well, you got a good inner clock in there.
I don't want to sneak on a horse, but at the same time, I want to get on a horse. So I did a lot of saddle work there ahead of time, got it prepared. Now I'm going to slide my hand down, ask for a front left foot. Front left foot. There it goes. Good. Right? So now I'm going to relate what I did on the ground up here. Maybe I'll get a front right foot if I'm lucky. Good. Good. Licking her lips, chewing. Nice. I'll stop breathing in your ears for 2 seconds. So yesterday she didn't really want to go forward a whole lot. We worked on moving front feet, moved her back feet. If she's going to fight, I'm not putting more pressure on. I'm holding the same amount. Re-ask the question by sliding my hand. There's her foot. Front left. Good. No, let's go this way. There, front left forward. Good girl. Right? She was kind of stuck, not wanting to go forward. So I put my hands out in front of the saddle horn to the front half of the drive line, and I pick up a front left foot, or I pick up a front right foot. And front feet, watch what happens if we just move front feet. All of a sudden she walks forward. Front feet are forward motion, hind feet are backward motion. You want to keep a colt going forward, look at that sneezing, that's a good deal. Licking lips, sneezing, I'm happy with that. That's her releasing adrenaline out of her pole back into her body. Okay. Good, now we're going places. Let's add a little hind end. So I'm going to use my left heel, bump it back. Good, disengage. Front right foot, move forward again. There you go. Hind end with my right foot. There she's, look at that flex. I'm looking for flex, that's exactly what I got. Nose is under the pole. She softened from the pole to the wither for half a second. That's what I'm looking for. There's a nice C shape. I can feel her soften underneath my legs in her rib cage. Good enough. Good, now we're going places. Not fast, but we're going places. Front right. Now I'm going to use my inside leg, and I'm going to bump her up with my inside leg. Good, look at that change. Not a whole lot going on, but she picked up a little quicker walk. I released my leg. Now she's, there we go, that was quicker. Right? Every time she finds the quicker walk, I'm going to release my leg. Oh, there's a watermelon under me. Let's go this way. Not super okay with me bumping on her yet. That's fine. We don't need to. Little bigger, little bigger. Trying to get that back leg. There we go. Roll over.
Do you think you'd wear spurs on the next session or two?
I might. Let's go this way. There's a change. There's a change. There's a change. There's a big change. Let's let her go somewhere this time. Good girl.
Oh, nice.
Don't want her to get too lost. I can feel her back getting tight as we pick up a little speed. Let's go this side. Okay, front left foot. Front right, and then front left. So she's not with me anymore. I've lost control of her feet. There we go. Forward. Good. Good. Little leg, little flag. Little leg, little flag. Little flag, little leg. Little.
There it comes.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Front foot. Find that forward motion again. She was getting kind of stuck. Good enough. Let's see if we can get this one. Can you go that way? Nope. Change the question.
5 minutes, Trevor. 5 minutes to work her way through this.
Look at that reining spin. Good enough. Good. Now we're going. Let's go forward again. Forward. Give her somewhere to go. Front left. Ask her to go there. Front left. Ask her to go there. Good enough. She's a little lost. I'll admit it. That's okay. Let's see if we can save her for the next session. Bump a leg. Front right. Good. Let's see if she can respect this leg. Little leg, no flag. Little leg, no flag. I think we'll make it. Let me know at 2 minutes if you can.
You bet. It's 4 now.
Good enough. Let's try this way. So I'm rolling that hind end over with my left foot, giving her somewhere to go with my hands. They're out in front. I want forward motion on those front feet. Maybe we'll switch directions to go somewhere else. Maybe we'll use the flag. Good girl. Let's go places. Preferably with your feet on the ground. Not the gate. Who's breathing so hard? Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Uh-oh. Let's save her life there for a second. Questions? Anybody have a question? Judges, any questions? You guys can talk. Nope, too quick. Good change. Good change. Good change. Let's go this way. Maybe this way. This way.
2 minutes, Trevor.
Thank you.
2 minutes.
Let's see if we can get a trot. Inside leg, preparing myself if she does jump off of my leg, that we don't end up in the judges' stand. There, look at that. Hold the clap. Don't clap yet. Okay, clap now. And stop. And stop. Yeah. Thank you. I like it when you guys don't get me piled, but... I want her to get okay with clapping, but I don't want her to get real sensitive to it either, or desensitized. There.
1 minute to go. 1 minute.
We'd better quit. I'll prepare her to get off. Move that saddle around, not that she hasn't felt it. Jump around on her.
Oh, nice.
And get off. I'm not going to hang out there too long. I'm not too worried about it. Store breast collar is going to cost me time now.
30 seconds left. 10 for the breast collar. 4 for the back cinch. 3.5 for the front cinch. There. And she hardly moved. And you still got 20 seconds left.
It's like a halter, right? That works.
Yeah, I think so. There, your time is officially done, and great job,
Thanks, you.
Trevor and Emmy-Lou. Sounds like a singing duo or something.
Quit rubbing on me.